Good morning. Good morning.
Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to the Raw Convo with the real Sherry Condo.
That's me.
Yeah.
Sherry Condo.
We're Jim and Sherry Condo.
To the gym. We're going to the gym.
All right. Well, it's good to have everybody here with us this morning.
Yep.
And make sure to like this video, share this video, share it with people that you like. And
or if you don't like them.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Send them our way.
And so we are on Instagram, Facebook. Make sure to go to YouTube and to subscribe to the channel, The Real Sherry Condo, and be great to have you all there with us. And so,
yes.
So you've got your favorite cup. I switched out my cup this week, and so we're kind of matching different patterns, but it's the same cup matching, right?
Yep. Basically.
There we go.
Yep.
And you got some tea going today.
I have tea going today.
All
and
right.
you have?
I have my regular coffee.
Is that coffee from?
This coffee
Honduras?
is from Honduras. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we just picked it up, so pretty excited about that.
It supports children and
Supports a ministry down there
Yep.
that it's helping people with jobs and all that. So
Yeah.
we may talk about that a little bit later on. So
probably not today because I don't know enough about it.
okay, all right, very good.
Do you?
Probably not.
Okay.
So, all right.
Another day then.
There we go. There we go.
Good.
All right.
So
Well,
grab your cup of coffee
Yep.
or whatever you're going to have, and we're going to talk for a few minutes. And I'm excited about today's topic.
Yes.
I
yes.
like this one a lot.
All right, so let's recap a little bit about some of the things we've talked about in the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Most recently, so we've talked about end of the year coming up, right? Because we're in the fourth quarter. We're heading really fast in the fourth quarter. I just saw a post. Somebody said we are exactly 12 weeks out. 12 weeks out.
I have so much Christmas shopping to do. Actually, I don't have any Christmas shopping to do. Hopefully my family's watching this so they know I have no Christmas shopping to do. Oh. I guess that's not how you should break it to the children.
There you go.
I'll have to figure out a different way.
There you go.
Very little Christmas shopping these days, but used to be, oh my gosh, I would start in August or July, and I did the layaway back in layaway days, and it was big. Everybody got a million things and stockings, and Jim does not come from a Christmas family, so
She often early on she started calling me, "You are the Grinch." Scrooge. Oh yeah.
That was
Scrooge.
before the Grinch.
Oh, that's right. So,
Scrooge.
Yeah.
So Jim had kind of a hard time understanding what this was all about and why I felt like I needed to do all of that. And my mom might be watching, so I won't say it's my mom's fault. But she had the best.
And I can say the same thing. It's my mom's fault for me. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So,
we can say that because
yeah.
she's probably not watching.
Yeah.
So.
There we go. So
anyway, my mom did all the big Christmas and all made presents, bought presents, all of it, and it was amazing. We always had fantastic Christmas. I have great memories of Christmas, and so I tried to carry that on. I think I succeeded, but most definitely over the top with the present thing.
Yeah, definitely.
In some years. So, yeah.
Yeah, you're growing.
I'm growing.
Yeah, yes.
Now
You're coming to the dark side.
Whatever.
You're coming to the dark side.
No, that is
Christmas.
not true. That's not true. I refuse. No dark side for me. However, we did change it up years ago where we started taking trips on Christmas because we watched this video once with our children. This is way off topic.
This is a great Christmas tip.
This is way off topic, by the way, but we watched this family video one year, and the kids were opening presents, and the three children were there, and they were like tweens, right? That 10 to 13, 14, 15 age, right? They're tweens, they're in between. And we're all watching this video, and every present that was open, they were like, "Oh, I remember that. Did that break that day? I don't know what happened to that." It was one present after the other that had zero meaning. And watching that video, I, on that day, said, I'm not buying another present. Never. Which was not true. I have since bought presents every single year. But on that day, I immediately made reservations for a vacation.
Yep.
So it was that year that we went as a family to South Padre Island. I did little, when I say little, I mean like little things, just stocking stuffer things.
Yep.
And in years before, I did CDs and DVDs and blah, blah, and money and all the things in the stockings. And that year I did little stockings, and we took this trip so that we would make a memory instead of buy it. And it was a fantastic trip.
The kids still talk about it being the first one, and
it was the first one. We went to South Padre. I was Jim drove for some of the trip, getting us started, and then I started driving, which incidentally I hit a deer on the way.
Yeah.
And
wrecked our van.
It was
amazing. It was amazing.
Wrecked the front of the van, and there was like this patch of deer fur stuck to the side of the van for half the trip, and the kids would be like, "Oh, poor," they would pet it. I'm like, "Stop touching that, it has germs." But I left it on there because our insurance company needed to see things.
Yeah.
It was a great trip. It was the first one, and then after that we started taking trips instead of buying a bunch of presents. Then our sons got married, and then we couldn't take trips, so we went back to presents. And I'm ready to start the trips thing again.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We're just taking trips.
Yeah, now it's just
we're
us.
empty nesting. It's
That's
just
right.
us. Right.
Right. So for now, 3 Christmases, right?
Yep. Something like that.
2 Christmases, maybe. Jim and I have left the children behind and went on a trip.
That's right.
And they've been amazing. So anyway,
amazing.
I digressed on that. Sorry.
All right.
12 weeks away, last 90 days of the year, we were talking about how to end.
Right. So
not quitting early.
Right. Ending the year strong and how to end it right. So we talked about that. We talked about, we've also talked about, most recently, get rid of your big butt. That's right.
That was not a health topic, by the way.
No.
That was
but
not
it's
a weight loss.
What are the butts that get in your way?
Yes.
I would do this, but right. I would create income, but I would grow my business, but I would whatever. So we talked about that.
Yeah.
And then last week we talked about do the damn work. That's right. And it was a huge topic. Had lots of comments on that.
We've had so much damn work to do. It's been exhausting.
That's right. But we've also had a lot of you reply and respond to that, and how it really just impacted many of you. So we are excited about that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's been encouraging.
Yeah.
So today, all right, because we chewed up about 3 minutes talking about Christmas, and that's okay.
Sorry.
But today's
side note, all of those.
Back to Christmas?
No, not Christmas.
Okay.
No. All of those topics that we talked about are on YouTube.
Yes.
So you can go over there and
absolutely
and recap.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
All right, and then today, so we are talking about a topic that you is in your book that's going to be coming out in the not too distant future. Yeah. And so this is one of the chapters. It's a topic that you've had the chance to speak on before.
Yep.
And it is called Care for the Goose.
Care for the Goose.
Care for the Goose. And so tell us how you came up with that name, and kind of what it means, and just kind of all that.
All right. So we've probably all, I'm going to assume all, have read or heard the childhood story of the golden goose. And some point in my business life, I started thinking of my clients as the goose. And so that brings us to Care for the Goose. So every one of us have clients that, as we're caring for them, we have these clients because we are hoping they will poop out a golden egg. And that...
I was going to say, what does the goose do? What is this?
Poops out a golden egg.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So in the nursery rhyme, right, this farmer, him and his wife have this goose, and every day they would go out and they would collect her egg, and they were golden eggs. And so it changed the trajectory of this family, right? So, and quite frankly, I haven't read that story in a long time, so I'm not exactly sure how it went now, but I'll have to go back and recap on the story itself. But anyway, they would go out and check for this goose's eggs, and they were golden eggs. And I started thinking about how, as I care for clients, as I care for clientele, as I'm taking care of my customer, I am hoping that at the end of our time together, they have pooped out a golden egg. They have forwarded my life with money, quite frankly. So as I'm helping people, just as you are helping people with whatever it is, if you're selling a t-shirt online, you're hoping that your client comes online and puts it in the cart and actually checks out.
Right.
And boom,
Right.
they have pooped out a golden egg. That's what we're looking for, right? And so how we care for that goose directly affects whether they're pooping out golden eggs for you or not.
Right. Right. Absolutely. So I think of course, that's the imagery, right? The imagery is this goose that lays a golden egg.
Lays a golden egg.
Yeah. And it is the and that's the end result.
Right.
Right. The end result.
Right.
But why do we care for the goose? Why do we care for it? Yes, because of the end result, but also because we care about the goose, right? Because
Right.
we care about the goose. We love the goose.
Right. If you had a farm, you literally had a goose on your farm, and you didn't go out and put water out for it. You didn't
Right.
put food out for it. It is not being cared for in a way that is nurturing the laying of eggs. Right? If you leave a goose to itself to free range, it will go get its own food. It'll eat whatever it finds in the pond or whatever. It will drink whatever water it finds. It will also lay eggs wherever it is convenient. So it's not loyal to you. It's not coming back to nest for you. And so if you have a goose on your farm and you yourself are putting food out for it, you are putting water out for it,
Yes.
you have a little nest for it, it will come and nest at the place that you've prepared for it, just
Right.
like chickens do. So you can go out and you can collect from this goose or chicken, if we were talking chickens. Either way, if you don't prepare a place for it, if you don't feed it, if you don't put out the water, it will go get it from wherever it's convenient.
Right.
So when we're talking about your services now, let's turn that around to talking about business. If you are like, hey, thanks for being my client, sorta, but I'm not caring for you. I'm not sending you a thank you note. I'm not making sure you know about new products or new services,
Right.
or in our particular business being real estate, I'm not making sure that you remember me when it comes time. I'm not reaching out to you on a regular basis to educate you on current things or
Real estate
whatever
trends.
it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Right.
If I am not in touch with you, and then suddenly I see your house is listed by someone else, I did not create a place for you to be loyal to me. And subsequently, my client, would have listed wherever it was convenient.
Right.
I did not care for my goose.
Right.
And that is so, so important. And one of the places in my life that makes me crazy, who rarely care for their geese, and I'm just going to call it out because it makes me crazy, is the hairdresser.
Yes.
We've
Yes.
had
We've
so
had this
many
conversation.
conversations
Yes.
about this.
Yes. This
Mainly,
is so good.
Mainly, even with hairdressers, just talking to them about that. It is too easy. It is too easy
Yes.
for you to care for your goose, and you just don't do it. I am willing to come and sit in your chair and get this trimmed and colored and moisturized and whatever to the tune of hundreds of dollars every time I do it. And you have every bit of information about me.
Right.
We have probably talked about my children, your children, my career, your career. We have talked about what coffee I drink and if I ate breakfast before I got there. We have talked about everything there is. And for you to not finish up the day with at least a text to say, it was so great to see you today. Thanks for sitting in my chair. I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks. Whatever. have a great day. Something.
Right.
It's too easy, people. And so we have to think of the easy ways it is for us to touch our clientele.
Right.
Because this matters. At the end of the day, I have broken up with more than two.
Just in the past few years.
But just in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
I've broken up with 2 hairdressers, and they don't even know it. Why don't they know it? They don't know it because they didn't care for me. They don't know where I am. They never followed up. And so for me to walk away from them was not a big deal. Not to me and not to them.
Right.
And if they have that much business that it didn't even matter, that I just walked away, then that makes me look at my own business.
Right.
When people make a decision to go somewhere else instead of use me, which I'm amazing, by the way. I love working with myself. Just kidding. But we really do have a good time, and I really do enjoy every bit of my business. And so when people make the decision to walk away, I have to look at, how did I let that happen?
Right.
How did I lose them? Because I didn't do something. Now, some people are just fickle, and they're going to make decisions that they make, and they don't like to be, whatever. You have to, it's not all your fault. Let's just go with that. It's not all your fault. But if you can look at your business and realize that people walked away from you, sometimes people walk away from you without even having another plan. That is a whole nother, that's a whole nother level of, it was worth it to get rid of you, but not have anything to go to first.
Right.
There's all kinds of self-evaluation and really looking at our businesses to realize, how am I retaining my client? What would make them stay with me? What would make them walk away from me?
Right.
What am I doing to make sure that I know who they are and they know who I am? And if you're in a service industry that it is easy to do this, and I would even go as far as, we went to Morton Steakhouse once, not too long ago. And we've only been there once, but I would go back 100 times because the food was fantastic. Number one, have the mac and cheese. Have the mac and cheese at Morton Steakhouse. But they also called us the next day.
Yes.
They texted us that night. Thank you for coming. We, hope your dinner was great. We enjoyed serving you. Amazing. Number one. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great.
Yep.
Second thing they did, the next day, they called me to see if I needed help or understanding how to reheat the leftovers.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Shut the front door.
That's amazing.
Fantastic. I was like,
yep.
I don't know. I don't know what to say right now. But when you're in an industry where you have purposely collected people's information, either email, phone number, whatever it is that they've given you, and then you don't turn around and utilize that to your benefit, you are just letting them walk out the door.
Right. And again, it is because you care. You care about them, so you care about
them.
the
Hopefully,
business.
you care about them first over the money. But that is where the rubber meets the road.
Absolutely. So, I just reminds me of last year. I bought my first tuxedo, and got fitted, and got my first tux, and so I went into. I was looking at some of the big stores, suit stores, etc. And I was looking around, and but I didn't find anything. It just wasn't comfortable. And for men don't just we're not really good shop. We are hunt and find, right? We are hunt and gather, right? And so we go and we have a specific thing we're looking for.
Right.
And so we went to a couple of big stores, suit stores, tuxedo stores, etc., and didn't find what I was looking for, but also, there's got to be a level of comfort. Right? And definitely the people that were trying to take care of me were very, they weren't caring for me. It was, it was very, pretty pushy, and so, so definitely... walked away and wasn't sure what I was going to do. And then I went to a private store. I went to a private you know, one person, a locally owned suit tuxedo store.
Which we didn't know that, by the way.
Yeah.
We didn't know that at the time.
Right.
Maybe we found it online. I can't remember.
I just
But
walked.
it ended up to be in the mall.
Yeah, it was in the mall and went there and.
But it was this one man
Yeah.
who has owned this shop forever.
Yeah.
He's foreign, and he took
Yeah.
Jim and.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it should fit like this, and it should fit like this, and
Yeah.
it should fit like this.
And he's telling me
pulling his
how
arms
it
and
should
crotch
fit.
and the whole bit, like
Yeah.
the whole thing,
Yeah.
top to bottom.
And you know, and sized me and just took care of me.
Yep.
You know, and then he's like, you know, if you have any problems at all, you bring it back. I'll take care of you. I will make sure it always fits.
Yep.
And you know, and so it was this caring for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've gone back a couple times and looked at things and bought a couple things.
Well,
and,
even after you wore it,
yeah.
it wasn't quite the pants weren't quite comfortable.
Right.
And so you went back
Yep.
and he took those pants,
Yep.
fixed them up,
Resized them, refit
called
them.
them and called you, and there
Yep.
they were.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's amazing. It is that caring for.
So
It
now
is that-
Jim wishes that man sold jeans and
Oh
shoes.
yeah, absolutely. I'd buy everything from
He
him.
would
Yeah,
go there all the time.
yeah. They got some
Because-
great shoes there. I recently walked by there. They had some great shoes
Oh,
there. I
they
was
got
thinking,
shoes there. Nice.
I was thinking about some shoes there. So
There you go.
yeah, yeah,
Good.
yeah. You were gonna
So-
say
No, that was
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now I want to throw just a kink into this whole conversation. I was gonna
Okay.
throw this out. We didn't even talk about this
Oh
beforehand.
boy, I'm feeling the pressure.
So there is this thing right now, and maybe it's not right now, but it's the do you care for it? Okay, so you know we've all heard the customer is always right, and
That's bull.
okay, so is it?
Because I'm a customer and I'm not always right.
And so is it the customer? So do you take care? Is the goose your customer, or is it your? So we've talked about culture, right? If you have employees, the culture of your company,
Sure.
the culture of your
Sure.
of your business, and so is your goose really your employees who then
Sure.
take care of your customers,
Sure.
your clients, or is it directly your the customer?
Yeah.
So what are
Well,
your
I
thoughts
think
on
you
that?
always have multiple customers. So as a solopreneur, I have two customers. I have my client that I sell to. I also have vendors. I have vendors that if I take care of them and expose them to my customer, they take care of my customer well, which is also adding value to my bottom line customer, right? So I have two customers that I take care of, vendors and actual customers, right? And so, but if you're a boss, if you own a business where you have employees,
Yeah.
Culture comes from the top down. So if you treat your employee as the golden goose, they are the goose that you are caring for, and ultimately what you want them to lay is golden eggs. The golden eggs are satisfied customers, right? So that trickles down. And yes, you definitely have, you should also have a hand-in-hand relationship with the customer, even if you, like the gentleman that owns the men's shop.
Yes.
You know, he's got employees, because we've been in there when the employees are there,
Yeah.
but he's there enough that we recognize him and he recognizes us.
Yes.
So you should have, some sort of relationship with the customer itself. If it's a large company, maybe you're shooting out a video to customers that, thank you so much for coming into the store and meeting with whoever. But I wanted to say thank you too, because
Right.
we're a team. So culture comes from the top. So whatever it is you want your people to be giving to the bottom line customer, you have to be giving to them. They're your first customer.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Is that what,
Absolutely.
I think we agree on that.
Yeah.
as far
Absolutely.
as
So it comes back to culture.
Yeah.
Treating your even your employees.
Yes.
Right. Treating your employees as the golden goose as well.
Right.
And so that they will treat directly the client,
Yes.
the customer, as the golden goose, and obviously that are laying golden eggs.
Yeah.
And so, definitely, and I think it's it's a process of growth as you're have a business that is moving that direction in that culture, in teaching them, continually reminding them, continually helping them to understand the culture.
Yes.
Understanding that, hey, I'm here to take care of you. I want you to feel appreciated.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
As an employee, as somebody we work together, I want you to feel appreciated. I want you to be taken care of, the best that we can here, working together in this company.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. Any last thoughts on that?
I don't know.
Taking care of the golden goose, caring for the goose.
Caring for the goose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell us what you think, Judy. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm glad you loved it. This talking about real estate. I know you're caring for your geese, and I know you've had strong, loyal customers, and I can learn from that for sure. So thank you for joining us and liking it. And as we finish up this 90 days, this piece goes a long way to finishing up strong for the end of the year.
Yes.
And that planting that seed and having that momentum for 2020, that
Right.
first quarter of 2020. A lot of what we're doing right now, yes, we're trying to finish strong. We're trying to lessen the gap of how far behind the goals we were for this year. However, I can already see that we've got some momentum coming for the first of the year, and
Yep.
I'm just as happy to have a strong winter business, the end of winter, as I am to have a spring
Right.
business. So that first 3 months of the year
Yeah.
can be a little tight also. So
I just thought of something. Just let me throw one more thing
Yeah.
in here. And so I was thinking, it just occurred to me that when we started in real estate,
yes,
when we first started, one of the things, and we were told not to do this, but we decided to do it, and that was we really focused the business on rentals.
we did. Yep.
Okay, and so we put out some advertising, we did some classified ads,
Yes.
etc. on rentals, and to develop some business and develop some clients, and so tell us what that kind of relates to. How do the rental clients feel like when we're taking care of them?
Sure. We had so many rentals. Judy, you can appreciate this. We had so many rentals, and in the beginning, and we still take care of some rental customer, but our rental clients, I hate to use this term, but I would call them the pound puppies, because they absolutely did not expect that someone professional would help them in a professional way.
Right.
And when you do, they are loyal to you because they couldn't believe it. Plus, you got them into a rental, and they are hoping that changes someday. And so you are top of mind. They are planning. When are we gonna be able to buy? And when we do, we definitely want to use, in this case, Sherry, because we cared for them as if they were $1 million client. It didn't matter. And then I cannot tell you the millions of dollars in real estate we have sold to people that were first rental customers who then referred us out.
Right.
Because we treated them.
Right.
We treated them like they were laying golden eggs.
Right.
And maybe they were worth a $300 rental payment.
Right.
Commission payment. So at the end of the day, it's like, woo, that was a lot of work for $300. But millions of dollars
Right.
in sales.
Right.
From helping renters. And so that was really where this established for me, that and waiting tables. Because people that wait tables and think because they dropped food off for you, they deserve the golden egg.
Right.
I was like, no, you really have to serve people to warrant that. And so my early days of waiting tables and then caring for tenants, this concept, this taking care of the goose, was solidified for me.
Yeah.
Was that what I'm hoping for is this golden payment. And maybe $300 isn't the golden payment, but when someone then turns around and tells their mom and dad to move here to be near the grandkids, and they buy at $750,000, that's the golden payment.
There you go.
And when I cared for that goose, I got that down the road. So anyway,
that's
is that
so
what
good.
is that what where we're going?
Absolutely, absolutely, so good. So good. So all right,
go take
very
care
good.
Of your geese.
Go take care of your.
Who is your goose?
That's right. Care for them.
Go make contact with them today. Text them.
Yep.
Just shoot out a hello. If you haven't already planned something to do for the fall, I know in our business we're going to do a pie social and serve up pumpkin pie and have people over, and that's going to be our little fall thing. But we do little things like that throughout the year to touch the goose and just keep bringing them back to the nest that we've prepared for them.
Yep.
So if you haven't, whatever your industry is, I don't know what your industry is, but if you're a hairdresser, if you are waiting tables, if you are in real estate, if you are whatever your business is, if you're selling cars today, there is a way for you to reach out to your goose and remind them that you have made a nest for them and that you love them and that you are that you are caring for them, because when they are ready to lay that egg, you want it to be with you.
That's right. Very good. Very
All right,
good.
thanks.
All right, very good. Well, tell us, so as we close out today, tell us about a special event that's happening this upcoming Saturday.
I forgot something.
That's right. This upcoming Saturday. Tell us about this Saturday.
This Saturday, I am speaking at an Enterprising Women's event in Richardson at Create Church from 10 to 12. I will not be talking the whole time, but the event is 10 to 12. I love these ladies so much. I started attending Enterprising Women in about the middle-ish of 2018, in June of 2018, and it's just a fantastic group of ladies. Some of them are entrepreneurs. They're enterprising, so it's not all business owners, but some of them are at the top of their field in their industry, CEOs and CFOs and those types, and then definitely business owners. And I just love being with these ladies so much. And this week I get to be the speaker. So if you are in the Richardson area, or if you're within 2 hours of the Richardson area,
if you're within 2 hours driving distance,
come on
you
down.
need to be here. You need to come be a part of this. It's going to be powerful.
Create Church.
Yeah, and what do you, and so direct message us, direct message, private message us.
We'll get you the information.
Get you there. And real quick, what are you talking about?
Talking about the personality of an entrepreneur.
The personality of an entrepreneur, different than...
It's not the disc profile.
It's not disc, it's not regular personalities, it's completely different.
Can't believe this is coming at you.
Yes, it's going to be powerful, and I love that topipic. So, all right, so be there this Saturday, October 12th.
Thank you so much for coming today.
All right.
Check us out on Instagram,
YouTube,
Facebook, and YouTube.
That's right. Subscribe, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Everybody have a great week. Go make it happen. All right, and take care of your goose.
Take care of your goose.
All right,
See you
y'all.
soon.
Take care.
Bye-bye.